this is what our drive into town looks like. Because our water situation hasn't been set up, we head into town to go take showers. So right now I'm going to take a shower. Well, me and my brother's going to take a shower, and we're going to pick up, rather we're going to top off our propane tank. I don't believe it's empty, but we're going to top it off anyway, and top off my one of my 5-gallon buckets, which still has gasoline in it, but I'm gonna top that off as well. The next couple of days it's supposed to get really cold, so I just want to make sure that we have all the necessary fuel we may need, just to keep warm. I really did want to just give you an idea of what it is like being out in the middle of nowhere. Like I said before, this is what I wanted. I wanted to be out in the middle of nowhere. I wanted to be off grid. Now, I don't know if what we're doing is completely off grid, because honestly speaking, we do run into town a whole lot. And but in my defense, I really don't know what else I can do in order to take care of the things that we actually need to happen for us. A lot of people that are out here, as you can see, they've been out here for a while, so they pretty much know the runnings here. A lot of people work out here in the mines, and from what I'm understanding, some people even grew up out here. So I don't know. I just, when we need stuff, we have to go into town. I don't feel like spending an extra premium on something that's at the corner store, because the corner store is owned by Indians, and they make a premium off of everything, because they know that when people want stuff, they gotta travel like I gotta travel. Now, you done missed the first part of this drive, of us driving from our land. I didn't decide to pick up the camera until after I left the city limits, quote unquote city limits of our town. But like I said before, to get from our cabin and to get in and out of the city limits, that in and of itself is about a 10 to 15 minute drive. Now I am heading towards I-80, which so far it's about 4 or 5 minutes. Mine, the dusty pups, they in the back. They riding with my brother. He take care of them. I don't know what just happened in the back, but they all right though. But yeah. So it's like I said, it's like another 10-15 minutes just to get to the highway, and then from the highway we are exit 61, and we got to get to exit I believe it's 80 or 82 to go take our showers, and then we got to go a little bit further to exit 01 in order to to get our propane topped off. I'm sure I can go elsewhere to get my propane topped off, but I don't want to spend $5 a gallon on propane. So Cow Ranch has it for $2 and change, I believe. But I do know other places they selling it for almost $5 a gallon. So you see, it's tight and beautiful out here. We got the white caps on top of the mountains. I really can't zoom in, but if you can see where white caps at, it looks like we got some snow falling, and those are the higher elevations. I believe for us, Crescent Valley, I believe we are a little over 4,000 feet above what they call that, Caesar? Above the I guess y'all know what I'm talking about. Above the water line, I forget what it's called. So yeah, I don't know if y'all can see it there. If I could zoom in, I would, but can't really zoom in while I'm driving. Last night was something else. It was tight windy. It snowed. I do know because I checked on one of the Facebook groups I'm in from the city that Immigrant Pass was shut down for a little while because of the snow and the ice. So I am suspecting tonight is probably going to be the same way. I got an alert from the Weather Channel telling me that it's going to be, the temperature is going to be a lot lower, than normal this Friday evening, which is why I want to make sure that I have the fuel, to keep warm. Because to keep warm for us, it's been very challenging. Our cabin is uninsulated. We just got it. We didn't do no insulation for it yet. We pretty much been doing it by brute strength, really. We got our big buddy heater. Like I said, I do have that torpedo heater. I haven't used it since we had the buddy heater. I'm actually thinking maybe I should get a dual hose where I can hook up two things to the propane at the same time. Kind of considering it. I don't know if this will be a necessary expense or not, but just thinking out loud, really, because these cold nights, they've been tight, brutal. Not even gonna front on you. Yeah. The fact that funds is kind of tight. So I'm really trying to decide what I need to be spending money on and all of that. Hey, ooh, that coffee. Hey, coffee, calm down. We at the 9-minute mark, like I said. We're like 10 to 15 minutes from I-80. I'm assuming we'll probably get there within the next 5-6 minutes. But this is life when you live out in the middle of nowhere. And the truck that's in front of us, that's one of the trucks from the mines. They run 24 hours a day. That mine never quits. They pull premium ore. That's what they refer to it as. And they always usually have a pilot escort. This guy, he has a pilot escort. However, I am in front of the pilot. I don't even know if you can call them pilots, but he does have someone that follows him. Because like I said, they had that premium aura, and I guess they have to guard it against hijackings and whatever. Oftentimes, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but oftentimes there's a little parking lot here. And sometimes we pulled into there for whatever reason we have to pull it in there for. And we see the ore that dropped off from these trucks. I tell my brother, I say, yeah, one day we just gonna go around here collecting all this ore and see if we can crack it open, see if there's any flecks of gold inside there. Because there's a whole lot of droppings, at this truck parking spot. Now we're coming along the railroad tracks. They normally have to they stop for the railroad tracks, and then this is more or less, I wouldn't say a halfway point, but I would say this is we're like 3/4 of the way to the highway now. This is Beowawe we're in now, and over here, that is the Beowawe VFD. And it was funny, I'd be telling my brother the time I come by this here, I don't know what this is. I don't know if somebody live here or just somebody junkyard or something, but I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, looking to see if I could find an inexpensive trailer. Instead of having to buy the cabin, and we just build something ourselves, in the interim. Somebody had something for sale, and kind of find out one of those trailers you've seen over there, at least one anyway that I can tell, was on Facebook Marketplace. I find it interesting. I pass by it every day now. I see this all the time. I don't know what that is. Those are like big black rocks. They seem like out of place to me. I don't know where they came from. I find that to be interesting.
That's more of the problem, I think. I don't want them to come up to me like, excuse me, Muslim.
Yeah.
Muslim, actually.
But yeah, living in Crescent Valley, I have to say that overall, it is turning out to everything that I had hoped it could be. Like I've said in some of my other videos, we did meet some nice people. They all been very cordial to us. Nobody has been on some, hey, you're an outsider thing kind of thing with us. Everybody's pretty much been inviting, I haven't really met everyone, but I met like a handful of people, and all of them been pretty decent, Can't complain about it, One of them had to actually, I don't know if this is the right way of putting it, but I mean, this way you get to you'll understand what I'm trying to say here is, a little ranch there. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see that ranch, but that's a ranch. Yeah, I was talking to a friend, and I was telling her about how our generator went out, and that we was gonna have to sleep in the cold. And I told her, I was like, hey, I appreciate that, but I really don't, want to, I really don't want to be, nobody's handout and all of that. and she had told me, like, hey, listen here, you know, it ain't about a handout, you know, this is a community here. We all struggling out here. We all living under the same circumstances, and we ain't gonna sit by and allow a neighbor to freeze to death, you know. And you gotta drop that, you know. And I didn't argue with her because what she was saying, that was absolutely true. And I did tell her, hey, I appreciated that. My thought on that, though, is that at the time, I really thought that we could rough it out. It was cold. Don't get it twisted. It was really cold. But we did have enough blankets and stuff. And as you can see, you know, we did rough it out. We did break through with it. I would rather be like, have that in my back pocket to say, like, if things really got rough, let's just say, because this is that area that this kind of thing happens. Let's just say it dumped like 10, 15 inches of snow on us, and our fuel is out, and all of that. And if that's an option, I can, you know, somebody offered me, I'm pretty sure she would be like, hey, y'all need to come over here, because she has 2 extra trailers over there. So, you know, it would be no problem for us to hang out over there, you know, while basically we recover from being snowed in, I guess. But she had to tell me that, you know, like, say like, hey, listen, don't feel a way about it. This is what we do, you know. We look out for each other, you know, out here. And again, being an outsider to the town, I really appreciated that, because she could have like offered that just to be on some, hey, I'm gonna be nice kind of thing. Hey, you ain't got to freeze there. And then when I said no, we okay, she could have just left it like that. But no, she wanted me to, you know, she wanted to be quite understood that, hey, you don't need to be out here by yourself. We ain't gonna allow you and your brother just to freeze out there, you know. So just to give you a little time update, we had hour 8 18. So I was approximately about 1 to 2 minutes outside of Crescent Valley, and I'm not sure if y'all can see it in the distance, but that's I-80 right there. Again, I'm not sure if y'all can see it, but because I can't really zoom in on it. But I'm guessing we will reach I-80 within the next 45 seconds. So again, this is just to give you an idea what having to go for supplies is like when you're living in the middle of nowhere. and this literally is the middle of nowhere. Now, this is the lot I was telling you about, the parking lot. It's a parking lot, but it says truck parking, but cars be parking there, I guess, because everybody that works at the mines, sometimes they just park right there, I guess. But that's the truck lot where I said we gonna just come by and pick up all that dropped ore that be dropped over there. Okay, 19 minutes and 20 seconds. We here on the highway. I'm going to push pause on this. If you made it this far, thank you. I really appreciate it. I have yet to say this, so I'm going to say it now. If you made it this far, could you please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. It'll really help my channel out, because I'm really interested in documenting our homestead journey from nothing to something. I think it's going to be very interesting. I'm not like one of them YouTubers. I'm not going to be, I doubt that I'm going to be entertaining or anything like that. But I will try to be as informative as I possibly can in documenting our journey. So if you could please thumbs up or thumbs down, comment and subscribe and follow us on this journey. Thank y'all for watching, and until the next one, I will reach out to y'all again. Take it easy.